who comes out ahead, except that, well, the one thing that doesn't match up with this is there's the scam lawsuit and this guy that I'm being sued by and these lawyers and, he's not going to be able to hide forever. He's going to have to come forward and testify at some point.
Right.
And I'm sure that bugs him.
Okay.
So,
one thing I want to ask you, when you filed that amended petition, it has in there for libel, slander, where you did the website, all that stuff that hurt the business advertising wise. That slander is for sure in that lawsuit, right?
That has not been pled yet, and I'll tell you why. Because there is a statute on the books that if you get sued for if you sue somebody for defamation,
mm-hmm.
and it has to do with comments about goods or services in the marketplace,
mm-hmm.
the person being sued can file a motion to dismiss, and you have to basically it becomes there are huge disincentives to filing defamation, because under this procedure, all they have to do, they just have to move to dismiss, and that requires you to basically prepare like a motion for summary judgment response to show that you've got evidence on each point of the claim. And then there's a hearing on that. And if they don't win the hearing on that, they can appeal it. And by the way, while that hearing is underway, there's timelines of like, I think every step of the way is 30 or 60 days where they file it, and then you've got to have a hearing and all this stuff. And while that procedure is taking place, the lawsuit comes to a halt.
Okay.
So nothing's getting done while you're, battling it out over this threshold motion and spending resources on that. And then if it doesn't go the way the defendant wants it to in the trial court, if they don't win on their motion to dismiss, they can take it up to the Court of Appeals. And if they want to, and that's an appeal, that appeal stops the whole case.
Okay.
For as long as, and the appeals take, dude, you get second to third Court of Appeals, man, you're going to be there a while.
Okay.
We're talking months.
So what is
and so we had that discussion about, does this make sense to plead this claim, because we're opening ourselves up to a major roadblock if we take that route.
Okay. What about it's called personal and advertising injury, and it's specifically, instead of like defamation on myself, there's the insurance company, my insurance company. I have provisions in here that protect me with damages, and there's set amounts for it for personal